Hey, what's up? Tyler, Weekly Metal Reviews here with an album review, this time of Stone Sour's second part to their double album, House of Gold and Bones. This comes out April 17th, and this is the follow-up to the first part that came out, very late last year. Me and my buddy Reggie reviewed that, and that is actually one of the, top 10 most popular videos on this channel, is the review of that album. So, I was looking forward to this album because part 1 was fantastic. I just listened to it again yesterday, actually, and I was just like, damn, this album's still just as good as when I reviewed it. So I was excited to hear this album. And is this album as good as part 1? Is it better than part 1? I'm going to say no, that it's not. Is it a good album? Is it a solid effort? Yes, it is. Why don't I think it's as good as the first one? The first one was a lot more aggressive than this one, I feel. This one's a little bit more laid back, a little bit more on the softer side, more on the how do I put it, more on the rock side. Not that the first one wasn't rock, but it had some very aggressive moments, some moments where you were just like, fuck, kind of like where Corey Taylor brings his Slipknot side out when he does his vocals or something like that. Those moments aren't found a whole lot on here. This one's more laid back, I feel. This one is a little bit more inconsistent. I felt the first one was very solid throughout. I don't think there's a weak song on the first one, and there's a lot of songs that really are just memorable. This one, I feel, after the song, I might be pronouncing this wrong, Peckinpah, I think. That's a great song, but after that, the 3 tracks after that just did nothing for me. I felt they all kind of blended together and sounded the same. And then you get to the Uncanny Valley, and that's a fantastic song. And then, it finishes out strong with the title track, House of Gold and Bones. That is a good song too. This album starts off really good with the song, what's it called? Red City. Yes, Red City is a very eerie intro. It's kind of an acoustic song with Corey singing over top of it. I thought that was a fantastic way to start this album, and that is one of the highlights of this album. Is it really does have its moments. Like the first part really had its moments too, on songs like Absolute Zero or Tacky Turn or RUT2B, something like that. Sorry, forget. But moments like that really made the first part stand out. This one really has it too. Saddest is an excellent song. Some of the choruses on here are just really, really, really fantastic. That makes it really stand out, like Red City, the Uncanny Valley, or the House of Gold and Bones. Those songs really stand out. House of Gold and Bones starts off with a I thought it was groovy guitar intro. The guitar work on here is solid. It's not as good as the first part, like I said, but it's still good. It still has its moments. It still has some neat solos, some cool riffs, some cool acoustic parts and all that jazz. But like I said, the songs where I just feel it just kind of drops off and it just kind of blends together is where, it's Stone Sour just not really, how do I put it? With the songs that stand out to me, Stone Sour is really kind of going outside of their sound and their mold. And with those songs, they're just kind of staying in it. They're being, more of that typical rock that you hear that's just kind of boring. But with the ones that really stand out, you're like, yes! This is why I love Stone Sour, because they write awesome songs like this. Corey Taylor just sounds fantastic as always. Nothing is really different production-wise from between part 1 and 2. You're getting excellent production value from it. because, you know, it's Stone Sour. They're a huge band. Of course they're going to have a great studio to go to, a great producer, and all that stuff. So this album does sound fantastic. And Corey sounds like Corey has always had with Stone Sour, you know. He has one of the most recognizable voices in all of rock and metal. You know, when you hear his voice, you're like, that is Stone Sour, or that is Slipknot. There is, I believe, the second track or something. One of the earlier tracks, the Slipknot type side does come out, and really just, I thought it was awesome. Just not saying that Stone Sour needs to be Slipknot. I love Stone Sour for who they are. They're an excellent band, but I just feel that when Stone Sour kind of breaks into more of a more really aggressive side, Corey Taylor does more of the, you know, the Slipknot aggressive vocal. That's just awesome. When they do that every once in a while, I just really think it really spices it up. It makes everything really interesting. And they're found on here every once in a while. But overall, I feel that this album is good, but it's a little bit more inconsistent than the first part. But it's definitely a worthy follow-up and excellent, you know, ending. You know, at least it ends on a very strong note with a great song in House of Golden Bones. You know, the drumming's fantastic. Jim Root does excellent guitar on this. I'm just kind of repeating myself now. It's a good album, don't get me wrong. I just don't think it's as good as the first part. But yeah, I mean, Stone Sour's House of Golden Bones Part 1 and 2 are some excellent stuff. I love Stone Sour. I think they're an excellent rock band. When it comes to more of the modern, more mainstream radio rock, Stone Sour is definitely up there with some of the best to me, like Alter Bridge or some bands like that. But yeah, I mean, I'm seeing these guys April 7th in Lancaster at the Convention Center, Within This Moment, and Hell or High Water, I believe, is opening. I forget. But yeah, I'm really stoked to see that. I've never seen Stone Sour before, so I'm really, really excited to see them. I hope they play a majority of songs from House of Gold and Bones Part 1 and 2. I'm really just excited for that. So look for that concert review coming up very, very soon. So anyways, I'm going to give this album about 7.75 out of 10. Leaning towards an 8 maybe. It is good, it's just a little bit inconsistent at times. So check out Stone Sour's latest album when it comes out. So thanks for all the love, support. I love you. Bye.